Well, starting from now, we would like to move on to the Creative Lives Initiative session titled Sustainable Creation, Protection, Inheritance of Creative Value and Creators Activities. We would like to get started with this talk session. Today, I will be playing the role as the moderator. My name is Kukui. I belong to the Welcome. Thank you very much. And if I may, I would like to invite over the panelists. So, should I call up Ide-san? Thank you. We also have Shi-san from Start-Ban founder. We also have someone who wasn't able to join us at the venue. But in this session, Fujichoko-san, the illustrator, will also participate, even though this person would not be able to hear with us in the venue. Would you please give us the self-introduction? My bad. My name is Shi. I am the CEO of the Start-Ban founder. Nice to see you all. What about Fujichoko-san? Are you connected? Would you please introduce yourself? Will do. My name is Fujichoko. I am an illustrator. Today I would like to participate online. I will only join with my voice only, but I'm looking forward to this event. Thank you very much indeed. Since we have a seat available, shall we have ourselves seated? Yes, we should. So anyhow, with no further ado, shall we get started with this session? So theme 1, in regards to creation, the traces and the track record of work, and also the record and proof. So first and foremost, in order to make sure that people would be able to have an idea as to what we are trying to say, we would like to share with everyone a movie. Would you please show us the movie? Well, in the last year, at the sub-stage of the connected egg, we, as a proof of concept, we introduced this.
And we have made progress. The image of the artwork could be uploaded like this. So we've completed the uploading, and license can be applied to artwork. Details can be entered, and you can review the details. This is the Wacom signature technology. You can sign here. And invisible watermark is created that ties the data with the creator. And this ensures the data belongs to the creator. A unique ID is issued for every artwork, and watermarked artwork data can be downloaded. And this is the watermark scanning, checking information of the artwork, whether the artwork actually belongs to the creator. This is the license scanner. You can upload the artwork that we registered. And when the watermark is detected, artwork record and license setting can be checked. We can really confirm that this creator actually produced this particular artwork. And this is a prototype, but going forward, we will enable functions to receive approval for use of the artwork. And this is inviting a collaborator, not going to complete a particular artwork until the end, but collaborating with other artists by inviting them to a project. And you'll be able to identify to what point you will be working on the artwork and from what point you will be passing on the work to the collaborator. These are some features and functions that we're planning to add. So that was very brief, but I have taken you through some ideas that we have for our service.
So we are proceeding with the technology development and service development. Would you please let us know the vision that you have in regards to it? Thank you. Thank you, will do. Well, together with Shi-san, we have been working in the last few years to creators and artists. We want to support the creation. As a tool provider, we have been making a variety of tools like the pen tablet and also the pen display and so on. And under that mission, the result that has been created out of the pen that we create and also the data, the process of creation and the result and so on. We hope that we would be able to support the creator through this long journey from the start to the end. It's not only about the features and also the good function. Of course, all the things are important, but on top of this cost of entry, we have to make sure that what has been created with our tools can be proven to be something that has been drawn by the particular artist. We would like to provide the experience of people being able to prove the origination of the art. With that in mind, we are working on it. We feel the pressure. So when will this be available? We are currently preparing. It's not going to be too soon. But compared to the last year, we have been able to make a progress. So anyhow, this is what we do as a service, not only the blockchain, but as Shi-san, you are active as an artist as well. Would you please let us know your impression upon listening to the talk? Yes, well, in regards to this project or say the service was about 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago that I heard about it for the first time. And I had a positive impression from the beginning, but then we were hit by COVID-19 afterwards. And that was the move by the government to eliminate the physical seal. So because of that, it led to the rapid increase of the transaction, the digital transaction, and people talk about the NFT. So we feel this urge of have to release this technology quickly. So there has been lots of changes recently. Yes, we have been talking about all the things with Shi-san, and this the thing that we are doing are now being required by the world right now. Yes, we feel that. By the way, Fujichoko-san, as you are active as illustrator, would you please let us know your feeling? Yes, it's a very great service for us artists. For example, sometimes we upload our work onto SNS. If we would be able to apply watermark, then even if people try to post without our approval, we would be able to utilize this technology in order to prove the original creator, right? Yes, that is correct. Well, it is a very great service for us illustrator. By the way, Is this service only available for the JPEG? What about the PSD format? Will we be able to utilize the technology for other format? Yes, we are thinking of doing that, but as to how much we would be able to make compatible is a no, but we'll work hard on that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But not only limited to the PSD, but for example, sometimes we create three-dimensional data and also the sound data. If we would be able to upload a variety of the data, then we would be able to make the service that can be used by a variety of artists. Thank you very much indeed for your great idea and opinion. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Thank you. So we would like to move on to another theme. So how are we going to secure and succeed the digital data that would be created? So I would like to mainly ask this question to Shi-san. So would you please let us know how we are going to realize this, including what you do at the Startbank company? Would you please let us know? As we are utilizing the blockchain technology in order to establish the infrastructure for art. That's the mission of our company. In the last 5 years, we have started working on the research of blockchain. By leveraging the blockchain, we are trying to establish infrastructure. In the last recent years, for example, the NFT is quite hot right now. But basically, we would like to cover the creative in general, everything from the digital art to physical art. We would like to cover, and we call it art. But for example, the kind of art that would be available in the museum, and at the same time, there are sort of things that can be evaluated highly far out in the future. We would like to archive all the different these sort of arts with our system. The blockchain can be used to prove its uniqueness, and we can also make sure that the data would not be tampered. In that sense, I think the technology is quite useful, and we are working on a variety of projects. We do not operate the marketplace. What we do is to provide infrastructure to a variety of the parties. The very first thing that we disclosed was back in 2019, SBI Art Auction, Contemporary Art Auction House. Together with them, we decided to issue the certificate for the blockchain. When that was for the trading of the physical art. For that, we issued the certificate. This year, in February, together with the publisher Shueisha, what we did is printing things onto the copper the shield in order to sell the piece to the world. Basically, for the purpose of archiving of the manga, we wanted to make sure that the creatives can be stored in a high-valued way. It's printed out, but we make sure that we printed the editions, the particular numbers, so that we will be able to prove its uniqueness.
And it was immediately after that where the NFT movement came out. 7.5 billion yen was the price that was set at Christie's. I think it was a big news around the world. And our mechanism is basically the same, applying the same technology for digital art. And at Sotheby's, which is one of the most well-known auction house. And I think this was end of May or early June at Ryo Ikeda, who is a Japanese artist. His artwork, it's a digital work, NFT, that was auctioned at Sotheby's. We took part. We were engaged in that. And there's a whole list that I don't have time to go through, but Lions. This is baseball, professional baseball NFT, Japan's first in baseball. You might wonder if that's art, but in our case, the Mikaeri Bijin, which is like a well-known photograph of a big paint of a lady that is looking back, a well-known picture, and professional baseball is sports, but professional baseball cards could be seen as art. And a more recent example is Unvillaged, or sorry, I forgot the name. Mamoru Hosoda directed a movie. I forgot the name. His most recent movie, it was it came up on Paris Collection, and that was also something that we were also involved in. So it's not just what you're talking, but you're walking the talk, so to speak. You have actual projects ongoing. Yes, exactly. It's been 3 or 4 years, and there are many big companies who are announcing some of these initiatives. I want to advise them that it's not going to be easy, because we have come a long way. Implementation and security, I think, is very critical. Yes, that's exactly right. What are some measures that you have at Start Bond? Any countermeasures for blockchain? Well, yes, I think there are a lot of issues that are emerging, but amongst the creators, CO2 reduction?
なんかちょいちょい聞きますね。
We often hear that, yes. Using Polygon chain, reducing power consumption as much as possible. This is possible. And so this is something that we need to implement as an industry. We are sincerely addressing this matter. But what we're doing is really priceless. It's completely incomparable to anything else that we've done in the past. And we should eliminate any negative things that we're engaged in, because that's something that's going to ensure us to have a promising future. Thank you very much for that. Fujichoko-san, as you listen to Start Bond initiatives, could you share with us any impressions that you have?
NFT アート
Well, yes, thank you. For NFT art, this is something that has gained momentum in the past few years. There are illustrators that I know of have entered into this sphere, but at the same time, we're receiving more negative information as well. But the whole industry is addressing those negative aspects. That gives me a lot of reassurance. Thank you very much for that. Ide-san, do you have anything to add? No, I've been talking with Shi-san, and so the perspective of creating a new market and also putting creators first, that's the principle that is very important, and I share that completely with Shi-san.
Well,
actually, Ide-san and myself, we've been talking about this from very early on when NFT had not gained any momentum. We were, and also Fujichoko-san as well, we did not, nobody was expecting this to come up, but I think we were very much ahead of the curve. If we could make some announcement sometime next year, I think it will be one of the world's first. Well, thank you. You've given me a lot of pressure. You said last year, next year, but maybe we could make it by the end of next fiscal year. Well, if we could move to the next topic.
For
the artists and creators, what is important for your creative activities, like copyright protection and blockchain? I think we've been talking about NFT. Any cultural aspects that you think is important for your creative activities? Starting with Fujichoko-san. Can you share with us
そうです
what
ね。
you
なん
place
か
emphasis?
作品の権利管理っていう
Well,
面
thank
で
you.
言えば、
In terms of
やっぱり
copyright protection,
NFT って今は投機的な側面というかイメージ
NFT
が強いんですけども、
is
私
sort
は
of
その
seen
唯
as
一性を保
part
証す
of
る誰が作ったものなのか証明できる
speculation,
っていう点にすご
but
く期待して
it's
まして、
quite promising in terms of
先
being
ほど
able
もち
to
ょっと言っ
prove
たんですけども、
who
なん
the
か作
real
品が例え
creator
ば無断で
is,
グッズ
the
に使われてしまっ
authenticity.
た際に、
For
その
example,
ワ
if
コム
your
さんが
artwork
開
was
発してらっし
used
ゃるそ
for
の創
any
作証明
particular
情報
good
を用
that
い
is
て
sold in the
なんか
market,
削除対応
then
で
we
きるような
can
システムが構
use
築されるとすごい
Wacom
作家としては
system
心
to
強いなって
ask
思いますね。
for that use to be deleted. I think that would be very promising for people like ourselves. Fujitoko-san,
あ
have you
そう
seen
ですね。
anything
やっぱ
like
り
that
こ
occurring
う
to
時
you
たまそ
personally?
の作品が
Well,
勝手に
yes.
商品化さ
There are
れてるよと
times
か
when
使われて
people
るよ
tell
っていう
me
ご報
that
告をいただくん
my
ですけど
work
も、
is being
今だと
used
そ
in an
の一定
unauthorized
点を
manner.
各社自身がその
But
対応しなくては
the
ならない
way
です
we
し、
can
あと
address
はま
that
た
is
こう対応
quite
して
a
も
case
す
by
ぐ
case
に
basis.
削
We
除
have
に
to
応じ
find
てくれ
them,
る
find
こ
it
と
out on
も
a case by case
少ないの
basis and
で、
ask them to
ど
please
うしても労
remove
力を考えると
that
放置せざるを得ないっていうのが現状に
if
はなっ
it's
てま
since
す
it's
ね。
used in an unauthorized manner. But it's so cumbersome that we
結構
have
あり
to
ますし、
bear with it. We
周
have
り
to
の作
give
家さ
up
んか
on
らもよく聞
pursuing.
きますね。
And so is it quite frequent? Oh yes, it is quite quite frequent. You've emphasized that word very frequent, so it must be seen quite often. So thank you very much. So that's definitely something that we want to address. Shi-san, from your business or artist perspective,
そうですね
what do you think
クリエイター
is
まあ
important?
僕ももともとクリエイターで今もクリエイ
Well,
ターであると
I've always been a creator, and I
やっぱ
still
り
see
自分の
myself
作品
as a
がどういう
creator.
ふうにこう残っていくかっていうのをやっぱり意識
When
的
it comes
に
to
ある
how my
意識的であるって
work
ことはクリエイター
will
作品も
remain in this world,
できる
how
傾向にあると思いますの
that
でなんかそういうふうな
is something that
どういうふうに自分の作品
we
が
put a lot of
横に
emphasis
残
on.
っていくのかとか
How will my work will stay? How will it be valued after I pass away? I think being mindful of that is very important.
そういう意識に対して自分たちはインフラをちゃんと作っていきたいなっていうふうに思ってます。
Are willing to, build an infrastructure with that kind of mindset. Ide-san, what is your take on their comments? Well, I think we share the same page in terms of how we see issues. And Fujitoko-san and Shi-san, you are professional creators. We want to have a system to protect you and also the future artists, the future illustrators, those people who are studying today. There's Korea and there's Minne. These are normal, daily, ordinary people who are not necessarily professionals, but who are able to contribute to society with their illustrations. If there is a mechanism to protect them, maybe their creative activities could flourish. So sustainability, when we talk about sustainability, it's all about involving the professionals and also everyone who's willing to unleash their creativity. We are willing to support all of them. Oh, thank you very much. I think the social significance is going to be ever more greater. I'm feeling a big pressure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, well, the time has unfortunately coming close to an end. I would like to once again show my gratitude for all of you who are participating. Well, we are looking forward to having a deeper discussion, including the details. We are looking forward to doing that. So today we just gave you the glimpse of what we need to offer. We should do this on TikTok or Insta. I've never done Insta Live before. Anyhow, maybe perhaps in the beginning of the next year, without setting any time limit, we should do this. We should do this. Yes, we are going to prepare another talk session. And when we do that, we are going to show something that is in a form of product perhaps. I hope that Fujichoko-san will join us at the venue. If possible, may we do that. We are looking forward to your face-to-face participation. Anyhow, that was the very first session. I would like to thank all of you who had joined us at the venue, and we would also like to thank all the audience who are seeing this through online. Ide-san,
ありがとうございました。
Shi-san, and Fujichoko-san, thank you very much. So let's do this once again in the beginning of the next year. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed.